Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Chris Nelson.
And I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
A Mainland attorney is gunned down in Yap. The FBI will help with the investigation. Also tonight, boats are leaving the Smiling Cove Marina as they protest new rules.
And 1 year after help continues for the victims of Typhoon YUTU. In sports, you will never guess who won the All Aces basketball tournament.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
"48 hours. That's all we get in a week. But those 48 hours, we try to make them last forever. How? By filling them fast with all the right stuff. With a lot of laughter, a little drama, some adventure, and a whole lot of love."
Dad, Mom's here.
It happens pretty quick,
Bye, Dad.
but it's cool. Because the rest of the week, we talk about our plans
You want to go to the beach?
on how to make the next 48 hours last us a lifetime.
Hafide Tirwami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, October the 16th, 2019. Tragedy in Yap. An American lawyer working as the Attorney General gunned down after returning home from a jog. Rachel Bergeron was killed in a drive-by shooting. The Associated Press reports that 3 shots were fired at her outside her home. Her husband was inside baking brownies when the shooting happened. A shotgun is thought to have been used. The couple's dog also reportedly killed in the attack. Governor of Yap has issued this statement.
On behalf of all the citizens of Yap, both here and abroad, I offer our united heartfelt condolences to her husband, her family and friends and colleagues. Her loss will be greatly felt by all who knew her. Yap's spirit is broken by this senseless and heinous act. As governor of the state of Yap, I promise to do everything in my power to have justice prevail and restore civility into our society. This crime is under investigation. We will keep you informed as it progresses. May God bless Rachel's spirit, and may God bless all of us as we go through this darkness together.
FBI spokesperson in Guam, Michelle Ernst, today said at the request of Foreign Affairs, Federated States of Micronesia, FBI Honolulu Division is providing investigative assistance in the matter. A local male who was headed towards Garapan veered off of Beach Road last night and slammed into a retaining wall. Police are investigating a Beach Road accident that happened last night at 8:30 p.m. This man was in the passenger seat.
I was on my phone and I just saw a car pass by us, and that's when we started swerving.
Were you heading north or south? You were heading north.
Yeah.
Where are you guys coming from?
South.
What, from restaurant or bar or?
I'm not too sure. Like kinda, you know,
Any
shocked at the moment.
Oh, okay. Any drinking or?
No.
No.
I don't drink beer.
How about were you driving or passenger?
I was in the passenger.
Oh, how about the driver?
No.
No drinking?
No.
No.
If I was drinking, maybe like now I'll be like jolty a little bit. I don't drink. Like maybe 3 years ago I stopped.
The airbags went off, huh?
Yeah, but you know that's a good thing. We're using our seatbelts.
Did you have your seatbelt on?
Yes.
You did.
Maybe if we weren't using our seatbelts, maybe we need an ambulance or something like that. Yeah.
According to witnesses, the car was traveling from south to north just in front of Mariana Lounge. The car then veered off the road onto this grassy area and hit this retaining wall. Car still on the scene this morning. Last night, police were questioning the driver and the passenger to try and figure out exactly what happened. Surveillance video from a nearby business was inconclusive. Passenger fees appear to be driving boats away from the transient dock at Smiling Cove Marina as the water sports industry reacts to a new fee system. It appears boats are moving out of Smiling Cove Marina and headed to other dock areas to pick up passengers for marine sports and avoid a new passenger fee. This was the scene this morning at Smiling Cove, normally a busy time for passengers headed out to Managaha and marine sports, but this morning at 8:30, just a very few customers. DFW personnel doing some maintenance. Big boats are now using CPA dock where they pay CPA a $1 fee per customer. And lots of cars parked today at Fishing Base just across from the Horiguchi building where there is no $3 charge. One tour agent says they don't mind following the government plan, but there's just not enough space or facilities to have a lot of people use the transient dock at Smiling Cove.
It has been almost 1 year since Super Typhoon YUTU swept over the Sinamai, and one program has been extended until next year to continue emergency home repairs.
It brings tears to my eyes, even now just talking about it. To live in a condition like this for the last year is remarkable, how they can still smile and still be friendly, and yeah, it's very emotional to do this.
It's the voluntary agency's leading and organizing repair program, Valor, designed to provide emergency home repairs for renters, owners, and occupants whose residence got damaged by Super Typhoon YUTU and did not receive federal assistance after the storm.
It's a program that brings in volunteer teams from all around the country, and we've had a couple volunteers from Canada as well, to conduct repairs on homes that wouldn't be eligible for other federal assistance programs to repair and recover from YUTU.
Currently, there are about 150 homes on Saipan and Tinian that still need repair.
Right now on the ground we have 34 volunteers. We've got 4 active in Tinian today, and we've got about 30 here in Saipan. And those are from 4 different volunteer organizations. We've worked a lot with Mennonite Disaster Services, with the Methodist group UMCOR, and World Renew, as well as CARE, which is our local VOAD here.
And to make sure more residents are out of tents and back into their homes, the program has been extended until April 2020.
We're still in the progress of doing repairs on a lot of homes, and there's an immense need in both Saipan and Tinian. So this 6 months gives us a significant more amount of time to bring teams in from all around the country to continue with those repairs. And we've recently started a partnership with the mayor's office in both Saipan and in Tinian to work with local volunteers here and to have them engaged in that repair process.
Jennifer says all travel and resources are either donated by organizations or paid for by FEMA, where to this day, 40 homes have been completely repaired by the workers and volunteers within the program.
I think that's the biggest success, is getting people back into a safe and more normal sense of a traditional home.
Jennifer says there is still time to apply for help if you or anyone you know has a home that is still destroyed from Super Typhoon YUTU by emailing sinamai-valor@fema.dhs.gov.
A really unique and exciting thing about the program is how we're able to bring volunteers to Saipan. It's a great way to have community engagement working with local volunteers and volunteers from all over the country to learn about the amazing culture here. All of the volunteers have loved getting to meet folks from the community, working with the homeowners and survivors, and just discovering this island.
It's a joy to us. They say thank you for coming, and I say thank you for allowing us to come into your space and to help you. So it's a give and take both ways. We, I think, gain as much or more than what the people that we actually build a house for.
Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell. The House of Representatives, with a unanimous vote, passed the Senate version of a bill appropriating $11.5 million of the casino license. Our Sally Lemus has more.
Imperial Pacific International originally paid $15.5 million for the annual casino license fee, but $3 million had already been appropriated.
The $3 million that was excluded from this Senate version was the $3 million that was appropriated already from the Saipan and Northern Ireland delegation, August body, as well as the second senatorial district, which is Tinian delegation, that had appropriated already $1 million for their local municipality.
The bill, which now sits with the governor, will be distributed to the NMI Settlement Fund, PSS, NMC, MVA, CHC, vendor payments, and the Rhoda Legislative Delegation. During the House session on Tuesday, some House members commented on taking care of Rhoda's local matters.
I know that the money normally, any delegation money is normally appropriated on the delegation level. But in this case, the entire senators from Rhoda, I guess, decided to just embed it, their $1 million in this appropriation, so that they can we can move forward with the funding and hopefully have the administration sign the appropriation sooner rather than later, so that they can assist their people.
If approved, Rhoda will be appropriated $1 million, paying off their obligations and mainly for their ill patients.
Reporting from Legislature, I'm Sally Lemus for KSPN News.
And CUC says there will be an emergency water outage tomorrow from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. for Upper Dan Dan Homestead customers as they repair a damaged 8-inch main line. Coming up, the world recognizes October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and everyone can show support by simply walking. Find out more after the break.
Winigi PHI Pharmacy in Gofadahi, Ihinim Lomu.
Our complete line of pharmaceuticals and lowest prices ensure you get the treatment that you deserve.
Our compassionate, friendly, multilingual staff will take the time to get to know you, explain your medications to you, and answer any questions that you may have.
Ngere ayor sumaye ukalweres ren, kutsu wayor safeye emal ebalisyu klalyam weres.
Inumin ng inyong gamot ayon sa inireseta ng inyong doktor at alinsunod sa bilin ng inyong pharmaceutical.
We accept most insurance, but in case you don't have coverage, we offer cost-effective generic drugs.
PHI Pharmacy, your lifelong partner in health. PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Today, NMC holds an event honoring victims and survivors of domestic violence. Take a listen.
NMC held their 4th annual silent walk on campus, raising awareness on domestic violence and honoring their students, faculty, and staff that are victims and survivors of abuse.
We call it silent walk, and people ask, like, why do you call it silent walk? And but we call it silent walk because we really want everyone in the walk to kind of reflect and reflect on their reasons and why they're there and why they're supporting, and to think about all the victims and all the struggles that they've been through. We want it to be loud in a silent way.
The event started with a story sharing of a fellow NMC employee and survivor of domestic violence. They then proceeded with the walk, which began inside the campus and then off to the streets to showcase their love and support for anyone in an abusive relationship.
We want our students, we want our campus to know that we are in support and we don't tolerate any kind of violence, and we're really here to create a safe environment, safe learning environment for everyone.
NMC has been collaborating with the NMI Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, who never stops educating the students and offering their services. This is Sally Lemus for KSPN News.
On Guam, government officials are working to get a bill passed that will get payments to World War II survivors. KUAM reports.
Havade Tauta CNMI, here's what's making news on Guam. Well, Congressman Michael Nicholas has work to do to get H.R. 1365 passed. That's the word from Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio. Tenorio fresh off the plane, back from a trip to the nation's capital. Here's more. Part of what Adelup has called his aggressive federal mission had Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio on Capitol Hill lobbying Republican Senate members for the passage of H.R. 1365, the technical corrections bill that will allow for Guam war claims payments to World War II survivors. Tenorio clarifying Governor Lulian Guerrero's comments that Senate members were not too familiar with the measure. He tells KUAM what could be causing confusion is a lack of clarity about 1365's fiscal impact to the federal government.
The difficulty that we have to really deal with is the fact that the Congressional Budget Office has given this piece of legislation a score, which for budget hawks has to really be explained because there's already money in the bank. There's $24 million on the side.
While congressional watchdog site GovTrack has estimated the war claims bill has just a 21% chance of passing, we asked Lieutenant Governor Tenorio what his boots-on-the-ground assessment was on H.R. 1365.
That I'm optimistic, but I think this is a critical time. The congressman really does have a lot of work that needs to be done to explain the situation. By the time we left, the staff was still preparing to brief the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, and of course, you can tell from national events, the Senate Judiciary Committee is the same committee that's going to be dealing with a potential trial if the president's impeached.
Tenorio again reiterating the urgency and the need to pay war survivors their claims, and he also praised Guam efforts to lobby for the bill's passage, even patting local Republican senators who went to Washington on the back for understanding that this is a bipartisan effort. We asked Tenorio about Congressman Nicholas's habit of blasting local politicians who visit D.C. on Facebook. Just last week, San Nicolas blasted Tenorio and Adelup Chief of Staff Tony Babauta for, quote, pretending to do his job while they were in D.C. lobbying for 1365.
Really not interested in the bickering that goes on and hopeful that, we can work together closely on this.
His message to war survivors waiting on war claims checks.
Everybody's fighting to get you paid. I just think that we need to fight on the same team instead of fight with each other.
In other news, solemnly swearing in as a U.S. Marshal for Guam and the Northern Mariana Islands, Fernando Leon Guerrero Sablan joined with his family and officials for the ceremony in District Court. 2 years ago, former Guam Governor Eddie Baza-Calvo and CNMI Governor Ralph Torres recommended Sablan to the White House. He was appointed by President Donald Trump on September 30th. The son of Guam is a former U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer and a GPD officer. Former Governor Calvo presented the keynote address emphasizing Sablan's integrity and service and also describing his personality traits as a family man rooted in faith, fidelity, compassion, and honor. Stay connected by way of our KUAM mobile news app. Follow us on any of the social media platforms and sign up for our weekly email newsletter, KUAM Digital Digest on KUAM.com. For Guam's News Network, Gualsi Chris Barnett.
Coming up, you'll never guess who won the Ole Aces basketball tournament unless you guessed, duh, the Ole Aces. Duh.
Faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Watch the Visitors Channel online, on time, anytime at saipantv.com. Where to go, what to see, what to do. Restaurants, spas, activities, and culture. It's all in one place, in high definition, on your mobile device. saipantv.com. Check it out.
Welcome to Marianas Medical Center. We've been taking care of you and your family since 1998. We offer preventive health care services, acute and chronic care for both adults and children.
微产期以及妇科的检查
신생아 선별 검사 및 영유아 건강 검진.
Meron po kaming food handlers, green cards, school at sports clearances.
Greenig Marianas Medical Center oferece todo klaseng serbisyo para hinimli pamilya mismos here.
We accept Medicaid, Medicare, and most private insurance plans, and we also accept individuals without any medical insurance. We're conveniently located in the JKR building on Beach Road, Garapan. Marianas Medical Center, quality health care for your entire family.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, the Ole Aces Alumni Tournament this week features the young and the kinda old in old-fashioned rec ball. No rafts, no whistles, no free throws, no unis, just lots of highlights in this 4-on-4 format.
It was a dark and stormy night. Just joking, it was beautiful. As beautiful as a Douglas Schmidt bomb from the corner. Greggy gonna up the bounce pass to a wide open Kobe Santos. This was a race to 21, only 1 point difference. So who could stop Marvin? Well, nobody in this gym. Jack Gabriel. And we have a new ball game. It was tied at 7 teams. Not anymore. Schmidt soars for the score. Spider soars again, a block and the steal. Marvin banging inside, the bucket and the bruise. His team up by 2. Greg, the kick out to Jack. Oh, book it. New ball game again, 19-19, a 2-pointer to win. Schmidt for the game. Forget about that. They settle for the 1-pointer, so it's 20-19. Now, for the game, Santos dribbles to the corner. He shoots over Schmidt. The shot falls, and so does he. The other team falls too. Wait. Oh, that was just the semifinal? All right, play it again, Sam. New game. Did you get that? Aging superstar Elias Rangamar opens the final with the shot from the trench. And to prove that was no fluke, he launches another, and we have a connection. And then, oh, what's going on here? Ellie off the glass. He's resurrecting his career. What? Did he forget how old he is? Heads up. Oops, too late. A beanball. Elias to Douglas. Oh, basketball, so easy. Gabriel trying to shoot his team back into this game. This was the final. But Douglas, he could match that tit for tat. Elias inside to Marvin, who repositions himself to create the space for the buddy. Santos, he lives in Swish City, but his team was down by 7. Oops, make that 9. Oops, make that 11. The wily veteran dominating these youngsters. Santos, though, was holding his own. Marvin, he does his best Kareem Abdul-Jabbar imitation. The hour was getting late. It was, what time was it? Desperation time. Schmidt makes it 18-8. Rangamar, oh, a long distance call. This game was a laugher. For the game, Old Aces, oh, they win their own tournament. Oh my, how about that?
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Get your game and gear at Gold's Gym Saipan. Group exercise is a great way to get fit and then stay fit. For something high tempo, go for a ride with one of our instructors in our new spin room. Let's roll. Pilates improves flexibility, builds strength, and develops control and endurance in the whole human body. It also improves coordination and balance. And the Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplement. See you at Gold's Gym.
Traveling or laying over on Guam? Don't wait around. Zip into Guam Adventures at Zipline Park inside the Hilton Resort and Spa. Guides will take you through a series of zips, starting with a mountain course and then zip over the ocean with spectacular views of Tumon Bay. 6 zip lines in all deliver a thrilling experience, and it's family friendly, so bring the kids ages 6 and up. You'll love the security of double lines and a new braking system to make riding smoother. The towers are named after the islands in the Marianas. We call it the Island Hopper. Your guides will teach you what you need to know to soar through the jungle with a bird's eye view. Best of all, for residents of Saipan, Tinian, and Rota, you can book this experience at 20% savings. Log on to GuamAdventures.com and during checkout, use offer code HAFA20. Book it and zip it today. We'll even pick you up.
Today's high 88, the low 78, heat index 99, humidity 70%. Tomorrow, the most typical forecast that we have on Saipan. Partly cloudy, isolated showers, northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's it. High 89, low 79, seas 4 to 6 feet. Sunrise 6:09, high tide at 10:06, low tide at 3:55, and sunset at, there it is, triple nickels.
All right, thank you, Bob, for that weather report.
Well, thank you for coming back to the show. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering where you were and where were you?
I was back in Georgia. Had a lot of time with my
Sounds
family.
like you were in Georgia.
Do I have the southern accent again?
You have a little bit, yeah.
I've been trying to work to get rid of it. Now it's back. Just 1 month around my
Sounds
family.
all right if you're in Georgia.
1 month around my family and it comes right back. Like
You're
I
on
never lost
Saipan
it.
now, so you can't talk that way anymore.
I gotta get that Saipan accent, right?
Which is straight, yeah.
Which is just straight, no accent at all. But it feels good to be back, and I'm very happy to be
Well, good.
back.
It's good to have you back.
I feel the humidity and the warmth and
Welcome back to
everybody
the
else.
humidity.
Yeah, feels good. Well, thank you for watching. Please tune in tomorrow night at 6. Have a great rest of your night.
Good night.